What's up everybody, this is Danny, and I kinda have a weird matchup today. I'm going to put up the new BlackBerry KEYone's camera up against Samsung's highly praised Galaxy S8's camera. Right off the bat, this might look unfair, but they both have 12 megapixel cameras, both made by Sony, and the KEYone has the same sensor as the Google Pixel, so the results might surprise you, especially because the KEYone is $200 less. I went out and took a bunch of pictures with both of these, so let's take a look at the results and see if the KEYone can beat the Galaxy S8. The first thing I want to talk about is how I took these pictures. In the daylight, I took all of these shots in auto HDR because that is the default on both of these phones, and I think most consumers will use this, so I want it to be a fair comparison. They do both have full manual modes for photos, so you can adjust the photo to your liking if you have the time to do so. If you look at the images side by side, they both have fantastic dynamic range and lots of information in the pictures. Now you will notice that the Galaxy S8 processes the photos to have more vibrant colors, heavier contrast, and it tends to lean towards the blue or white balance with increased sharpening. The BlackBerry KEYone goes for the more natural colors, softer processing, and tends to land on the warmer side of white balance, which I think better replicates what you're seeing in real life, but this is definitely going to be a preference thing. Some people like punchier colors and contrast right off the bat, and some people like the more natural and flatter look, and the more I look at these photos, I think I prefer the images off the KEYone. You can't have a camera comparison without some flowers being involved. I think the Galaxy S8 does a better job with the reds, which is hard for mobile cameras, and it lands the balance between the whites and the colors more evenly, but the KEYone is for sure holding its own with the yellows and the purples. I just feel that the S8 nails the overall white balance and colors a little bit better in this test. Here are some examples of some front-facing camera shots. Let me know which one you think did a better job, and here's an example of the video and audio. This is the front-facing video test. They both have 8 megapixel cameras, but the Samsung Galaxy S8 actually can shoot higher resolution than 1080p, where the BlackBerry caps out at 1080p 30 frames per second. So if you're curious about the audio, I'm just going to switch in between the two to see which one is better sounding. I am hand holding both of these right now, and from what I can see on the screen, I'm kind of liking the BlackBerry a little bit better. So let me know what you guys think is the better front-facing camera and which one has the best audio. Both of these shoot 4K video and both are sharp and full of dynamic range, but surprisingly the KEYone comes out with more vibrant colors and contrast here, so without editing, I say the KEYone looks better, but looking at the S8's video, this would be probably better to grade in post-processing. There is no optical image stabilization on the KEYone, so 4K video handheld doesn't look so good, where the Galaxy S8 looks like it's pretty stable, but if you drop both of them down to 1080p, the KEYone has electronic stabilization that looks like it's doing a better job than the Galaxy S8 using both electronic stabilization and optical image stabilization. But if you try to do this same test in 4K, the KEYone looks like you're in an earthquake, so if you need stabilization, you may want to record in 1080p on the KEYone. Lowlight also gets very interesting. Sometimes the KEYone has better colors than the S8, landing more natural colors and less saturated colors, and it's also better exposed, and the noise reduction on some shots are even better than the S8. Look at the sky here and the blacks. The Galaxy S8 does have a better f1.7 aperture, which does produce brighter shots in low light, so you can expect some more details to pop out of the Galaxy S8's night shots. The 4K video handheld at night is also very comparable. You do notice that the Galaxy S8 does handle bright street lights better. I mean, which one do you think looks better? I think the KEYone does a better job with noise reduction. You can see the black sky is represented better here with less noise, so I actually think I like the KEYone better here. Here are some more extreme low light pictures, and once again the KEYone does a better job with noise reduction, but not all the time. As you can see here, the Galaxy S8 most of the time produces a brighter picture with a little more detail, but it's super close, making the KEYone look very good against this premium price flagship. So what do you guys think? Did the KEYone actually beat the Galaxy S8? I mean, are you surprised at all? I think people can definitely argue either way, but the one thing to take away from this is that the KEYone's camera can go toe-to-toe with one of the best cameras on the market right now, so this camera is a major win. Let me know which one you have winning in the comment section below. Thumbs up if you enjoy these camera comparisons, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one.